Okay, we are live. Hi,
Okay.
Amir. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, very well. And thanks for making yourself available for this interview or friendly conversation. You are in Canada. I'm in Australia. Obviously, it's like a 16 hours. The time difference is not easy to manage to
Yeah.
have a chat like that. But I'm glad that we managed to do it after a week of conversation when and how we're going to do it. So, just would like to introduce myself to your friends. So, I'm Nima Rahimi. I'm living in Sydney, Australia for the last 7 years with my family. In background, I'm a civil engineer, and I used to work in construction industry, in the civil construction industry, and dam construction for 14, 15 years. Then I moved to Australia. Now I'm a project manager in construction, commercial fit out, and full time project manager and part time digital marketer. And that's how I guess we met. And
Yeah,
I
that's
will,
the uh, that's the beauty of this business, connecting the people together. Accidentally we saw each other to Persian to a person from Iran. So we are interested, or our job is look in construction field. So that's we attract beside the business, we attract to each other. Then let's talk about the business.
that's sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So, would you like to introduce yourself to people following me, my friends,
Yes,
and
of
just
course.
a quick
My name
summary?
is Amir Zargari. I'm from Montreal, Canada, but today I'm from Toronto. So the banner says I'm from Toronto. Yeah, that's from Toronto. The thing is, yeah, I'm a construction project manager. My background is also in construction field in interior finishing from back home. So here, almost 8 years, I'm in Canada. I moved to Canada in 2014 with my wife, and that's it. I started my job in construction field on and off in different jobs. So here we go.
Same here. Yeah. Okay. I guess that the reason behind this interview or anything similar to that is just trying to answer the questions that we keep receiving from the interested people. Obviously, it's a digital world. Everyone would love to have a second, income stream, and this is the reason that we are here as well. So we're just going to try to answer a few questions that we keep receiving. And I guess that let's start from our why we started this business. And let me start from myself. Obviously, um, when you're working in in construction, obviously you got a tough job, and you got early start, late finish. You got lots of up and downs, and mostly bad news, not really good. Like someone is stuffing up somewhere, and you're gonna go and clean up after them. So it's a very stressful job, and obviously due to the pandemic, lots of us lost their job, and or it basically pushed them to change the job because the company was going down or things like that. So one of them was the job security, one of the main reasons, because it's hard to make sure that you are secure. And the second one is the I guess your or our plan for retirement, the golden age. I guess that Canada is the same as Australia, as far as I know. 10% of your income just going to your retirement fund, and that's it. So if you're gonna, I don't know, work another 20 years and an average of 100 or $150,000, all gonna end up in your account's gonna be, I don't know, like between 200 or 30, between 200,000 or $300,000, and that's it, and nothing really else. It's not enough. It's not gonna keep you up and running for more than 3 or 5 years. So that was the second one. That was the second and the main reason of thinking about some side business. And obviously, I tried different things. I tried cryptocurrency, short period of time, and things went south side, because China decided to make changes, didn't accept. So I stopped that, and also I tried to provide services in Airtasker, and that one didn't work as well, like servicing, like engineering service, putting some programs or things like that. And yeah, I decided to do this, John, and I'm quite glad. I'm very blessed that I'm doing this because it made lots of changes in my life, and obviously, like on my, and also on my character as well. So yeah, tell us about yourself and the reason behind your decision.
Well, it's almost the same because we are in the same field. The thing is, mm, whenever you are new in a country, you have to start from below zero to build your life. So sometimes, like in the beginning of your immigration process, you have to work almost like 12 hours to do some stuff to like provide the life needs. As you said, like you go for the second job, third job, and that's gonna take too much time and like frustrating, and it's you feel you're burned. So also you see accidentally the ads on YouTube, the people who is working with the laptop and whenever when they are in vacation. So that's always I keep in my mind. I should find something and start a digital business and just have fun in the life, and your business is running by itself. I call it autopilot. uh,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's
yeah.
very true.
So this type of business that we are in, it's kind of like that. The first 2 months you have to build your platforms based on the video based training that this system teaching you. Then after, whenever it goes to autopilot, you shouldn't do anything. So it just regular hours you have to log into your phone and just do the social media marketing. The other reason I was in a short term in Amazon business. Also,
Hmm.
that is a bit tough because to compare to this business, Amazon needs, like for example, if you want to drop shipping from China, you have to spend lots of money one shot, and basically sometimes you have to use your credit. Like for example, minimum average of investment in Amazon, it's goes almost like a $10,000. So uh, that's a bit stressful. You don't know where money goes. Your stuff gonna ship. If the ship is sink in the ocean, how you're gonna get your stuff? There's no. Of course, there is insurance and those kind of things, but it's not worth it for the stress and those stuff. So when I went through to all the training stuff and the free webinar, I saw most of the people like um, in this business from all over the world. So it, so I thought to myself, why not? Let's give it a try and start it. So this is the main reason I started the business.
Yeah, that's very true. And all you're saying is, like, I guess most of people gonna resonate with it because it's the story of most of our our migrants coming to different countries, and how how hard is this to just find yourself, and get some solid ground, and then thinking about the future, and okay, how are we going to make the future more secured, and I guess that's very true. I really love to talk about lots of different things, the benefits of being in the business, the support we're getting, and I guess to make it short, if you don't mind, I would love to continue this sort of conversation, and next time have a conversation about how this business changed, like what part of us has been changed after starting this business, and then maybe after that about the what type of support we're receiving. If you agree, let's have a quick wrap up of the conversation and just tell people who might be interested to enter that how they're going to enter the business, and they can just wrap up this nice
Yeah, sure,
conversation. Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So obviously the start point is going to my website or Amir's website, depends on which one you would prefer, and enter your detail. And after that, you will receive some links to a free webinar, 90 minutes. And I hope that you're going to have a time to at least, just watch one of them. It's a story of the successful people and how they have been benefited from, this business. You will be followed up by the system, as Amir said, that because system is leveraging this business for us, so it's not really us sending follow-up emails. The start point, it is start from us, but it then followed up by the system. And after that, you got the 30 days. We keep receiving those updates, and if you want to enter, you're going to pay $149 US dollar, and it's 100% guaranteed that you can get the money back within the 30 days. Within that 30 days, you got the opportunity to enter the Facebook, the private page of the Facebook. You can see all the 130,000 people are already in the business, how they're successful, what they're doing, how much money they're making. You can ask the question, do your due diligence, and make sure that it is the right business for you. It's something that you would like to take on. And at that time you can talk to your mentor and coach and just ask them about what type of the investment is involved, and then once you make the decision, you can just enter finish the trial. Remember that $149 is refundable if you don't want to continue, and it's just like a ticket for the entry. It's not your investment. Investment is different and could be varied from, I don't know, between 3,000 to a little bit more. And that's it. And I hope that you guys at some stage going to decide to join and enjoy all the benefits. And if you got any question, just hop on to our Facebook page or anywhere that you can find us in social media. We are everywhere: LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Even I'm in TikTok. I'm not sure about Amir. And Amir John, if you want to add anything, please feel
Yeah,
free.
sure. The thing is, whenever the people are talking about the online business, everybody's saying, "Oh, these people are a scammer or just another pyramids or whatever." The first things, pyramid business are illegal. I know in Canada is illegal, and I know
Yeah,
in
same as
Australia.
in Australia. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So the the moment you start, you're criminal, and they put you in jail, and it's very serious crime.
crime. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Yeah,
The other thing is what I interested in business. Most of the people like Nima and me and the other legends in this business, you can search their names. You can go through to my you can search my name on LinkedIn. You can search my name on Facebook. I'm in TikTok. So we are not ghost. So most of the people are scam, like the people who is in online and digital business. They are saying these people are a scammer. We are real people. We have our profile. They can search where I work, where I'm from, and this is a beauty. Like transparency is the beauty of this business.
that's right. Yeah,
Just go search our names and go through to our YouTube channels, social media. If you want, you can add us on your Facebook. You can ask us about this business. But the thing is, the steps of going through to this business is either like register on Nima's website or my website down below, and you're gonna get automated emails from the system. Also, the other beauty of this business is all of these emails that you guys gonna receive is from automated admin, which is already built for us for the business partners. Then you're gonna receive the emails. You're gonna link to a free webinar. You can go through to that. Then at the end, you're gonna pay 149, and as Nima said, you're gonna go through to the plans of this business. It's very interesting. It was very interesting for me at that moment, and I didn't, without any doubt, I in 3 days I made my decision. I did my research. I found the people, like some people doing the research like in 3 months, 6 months, but for me it took like 3 days to go to in this business, and it was amazing so far. Yeah, these are the steps. Um, Anytime if you guys have a question, you can reach out to us and ask your question about this business. This is if us as a project manager and busy bee people started
Yeah,
this business in a side, why not you can start? Some people
that's
are,
very true.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
very true. That's very
exactly.
true.
So let's continue this uh, interview.
Conversation. Yeah,
Yeah,
interview. Yeah, and let's, put all the questions. I guess that it was a valid question for us at the time of the join, and I would love to make it understandable for people how step by step I decided to become part of it, and how the system and everything in the community help us to become a successful person, in the business, I guess.
yeah,
That was a
exactly.
great pleasure to have you, Amir John.
Pleasure is
And
mine. Thank you for
yeah,
reaching out, make it happen, and that's it. So we talk after.
yeah, that was great. Thank you very
Yeah,
much,
be safe.
and have a good night. It's morning here, but you're gonna have a good night, I guess. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you. See ya.
See you.